Good evening, everyone. How I'm going to say no, it's good afternoon. It's good afternoon. It's not evening yet. It's not evening yet. In a couple of months, when it's dark, I will be saying good evening if I come on at this time. But it's afternoon. Hello, everyone. How are we? Welcome to a little impromptu TikTok, Facebook, YouTube live. I've just been sat here for an hour or two. Well, I've been sat here on and off all afternoon. It's a bit of an accounts. Dealing with the tax man, a couple of issues and bits and pieces. Not on my part. I pay my taxes. I'm up to date. Thank you very much. But a few little bits and pieces that just needed sorting out. So yeah. Anyway, I thought I'd jump on, and Come and say hello. I'm only going to be on for half an hour, guys. I wasn't on this morning because this morning was the community's everything weight loss session, which I've just uploaded to the Facebook group, by the way. If anyone will let me delete last week's session. I only put the sessions on for a week. Where's that one? Remove post. There we go. That's that one. And then confirm. No, I don't need to give a warning to anyone. Post removed. Yeah, because I'm just deleting it. Why is it doing that? No idea. Anyway, yeah, so I've just uploaded that. So if you guys are planning in the community and you want to take a look at this week's 17 weight loss session, it should be on there somewhere. It might be processing. I don't know. Anyway, take a look. If you want to watch it back, it was a good one this morning. Actually, it was a really good one. If I'm being, yeah, it was a really good one. If I'm being honest with you, it was a good session this morning. You know, good bit of interaction, some different topics being discussed. We like that. Anyway, there we go. Should we do top five? Is there a top five on this morning? There's not many of you guys on. It's never a busy live, the tea time lives, but I can't come on tonight because my mum's come around. Callum's in at number 1, Tina's in at number 2, Anna's in at number 3, right? Kelly's in at number 4, and Jab B is in at number 5. Thank you very much, guys. Jumping straight to live, coming and saying, hello, the spin class would scar me for life. Nah, do you mean as in like what, having to look at me in Lycra? That's something he didn't see in my spin class video. Or just doing it in general. Nah, anyone can do a spin class. You're all good. You can all do it. Yeah, I've had a few people. I'm actually going to vlog one of my classes properly. I'll set my phone up. I'll take my metas and I'll take my vlogging camera as well. So you can kind of see a little bit. I'll have to blur the faces out of people in the class. It's dark in there, so you wouldn't really be able to see them, but just for, not GDPR, but you know what I mean? People that are exercising don't need to have their faces broadcast. But I thought I might do like a proper kind of vlog of it, a little introduction, talk about how it works. Because if you listen to the video I put on yesterday, you'll hear me. I don't know if you can hear me. Well, you can hear me. Right, because I'm not the quietest of souls when I'm spinning, but I don't know if you can understand what I'm saying. But I talk about hitting yellow zones, green zones, and that's intelligent cycling. Is the workout, is the software that we use, and you have different. You set your bike at a certain power, and then we work through different color zones relative to that power. It sounds complicated. It really, really isn't. It's very straightforward. You just basically spin your pedals faster to hit one color, a bit slower to hit another color, and then we mess with the resistances as well. But I just thought, you know what? I have a phone holder that goes next to my bike. And yesterday I thought, you know what? Let's see if I can get a bit of an angle and I can just record a little snippet, because I've had a few people asking about my spin class. Oh, what's your spin class like? Oh, I don't, blah blah. So I just thought I'd do just a little bit of extra content. Peter P's in, evening mate. Hope you're good. Donna, good afternoon. Donna, I sent your challenge over today. Have a read through it. Make sure you're happy with everything. You've done the challenge before, so you know what it's all about. But you should be ready to start on Monday. Did you check in last week, Donna? I can't remember. I don't know if you want to do another one on Friday, because that's when your check-ins are going to run. They're going to run like every 2 weeks on Friday. Let me have a quick. Or was it your check-in this week? I can't remember. Let's have a little look. No, it's your check-in this week, isn't it? As standard, right? So you're all good. So you're going to check in this week, and then you'll just kick into the plan. Thanks for hi, good evening. Cas B's in. Hello, Kelly C. Love spin classes. Got my own spin bike. Amazing. Ribby Hall were when they got this spin software, you can actually log in and do any of my classes, right? I could, anyone, if you've got the bike, right, you don't actually need to be in the spin studio. The only thing you might struggle with, well, yeah, you wouldn't be able to hear the sound, but if you get the Intelligent Cycling app, all my workouts are public, so you can actually search, and then as long as you need Spotify, but it'll connect the Spotify playlist that I create. I make public, so it'll just put it into your Spotify. So if you have got a spin bike at home that is compatible with the Intelligent Cycling software, you can do any of my workouts, right? Anyway, let me scan up. No, it was dark. You screaming at me in the dark would scare anyone. It would scare anyone. Like I say, me screaming at you in the dark with Lycra on. Now that is a scary thought. Yes, I do have Lycra shorts. So you can't really see it, but yeah, I don't scream all the time. I tell some very bad jokes. I sing. So this is what I mean. I probably need, if I vlog it properly and do like a 10-minute video on my 45-minute spin class. Oh, I'm terrible. I just never shut up for 45 minutes. It probably does people's heads in. Though my spin class is very, very busy. It's always not full each week, but it's never far off full. So I must be doing something right. And I've done it for a lot of years now. I missed most of this morning's Zoom as it works, so I thought I'd jump on that. Oh, not a problem at all. I have just uploaded the Zoom to the Facebook. So if you do want to watch it back, it's on the Facebook group. Yes, there we go. Jackie, good evening. Maureen, good afternoon. Oh, you good? Does the first challenge check-in only account for the first 11 days? Yeah, you've done the challenge before. Basically, the first challenge check-in it isn't this week, is that people started on Monday. I'll send a little. I've had quite a lot of questions, so I might do a little Q&A and put it into the group, into the challenge, the broadcast group, and answer them for you. But yeah, basically, the very first check-in of the challenge, I'm quite lenient, if that makes sense. So I'm very, very fair. And if there's anything missing, I'll tell you what's missing that you need to send me. Oh, this is missing, that's missing, I can do with this, or that's not quite right. And then after that, from checking 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, you're on your own. All right. So you won't get any prompts from me. But the first one, you'll get prompts. But yeah, I mean, it's one of them. If you're on plan, I've said it. One of the rules, if you want to send 3 weeks of data in, so let's say your first challenge check-in is next Friday. If you want to send last week, this week, and the first 4 days of next week over, I'll pick out. But really, from start a challenge, I'm only going to take from Monday because that's when you're starting. So after that, I might look at 3 weeks worth of data. So basically, you check in on the Friday. So the following check-in, I'll look at Friday, Saturday, Sunday for that week, Monday to Sunday for the middle week, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for check-in week, and that gives me a full 14 days of data then, right? But for the first one, yeah, we only go for the Monday. So if anyone there is like, oh, my step's going to be rubbish this week, Friday, Saturday, don't worry about it. No, you start Monday. That's when the challenge starts. That's when we'll look at it. Gavin, good evening, mate. Hope you're good on YouTube. Lisa, hello as well. After a few confusing weeks on the scales, I finally got back to pre-holiday weight. Fantastic. We love hearing that. Gemma's in as well. Good afternoon, Gemma. Hope you're good. I can't wait to get the Performance Sticky Toffee Pudding sample I've ordered to try. Absolutely. It's amazing. It was really, really good. I'm not just saying that. It was really, really good. Let me show you what I have got. Hang on one sec. So, we're away 2 weeks tomorrow. Yeah, we're away 2 weeks tomorrow. The protein yogurt bowls are coming away with me. Yeah, I've ordered myself a random load of samples from Perform. I'm going to stick them in the case, and then I can make my protein yogurt bowls while I'm on holiday. I don't really care about calories on holiday. I'm not that bothered about health. I just love a protein yogurt bowl. I absolutely love them. So I've ordered some different flavors that I've never tried before. So I've got a couple of cookie dough. Some people have said it's amazing. Some people have said it's a bit meh. So I'll try it. Got a couple of the these are for Rachel as well. Rachel enjoys the yogurt bowls as well. A couple of the sticky toffee pudding, absolutely, mate. It tastes just like sticky toffee pudding. It's absolutely bang on. A couple of cereal milk, which is one of my favorite boring flavors, I call it. So this is kind of like a posh vanilla, right? So it's meant to mimic, like the milk that's at the end when you're having cornflakes, not cornflakes, Frosties, something like that. So a bit more of a sweeter kind of vanilla, but very, very good as a standard protein powder. Not too good as a shake, that one. I ordered a birthday cake. I'm not a massive fan of birthday cake flavors, but someone told me this was really, really good. The birthday cake form, so I've got that. Red velvet, which is one of my faves, so we've got that. And then a chocolate orange. I'm not a massive fan of chocolate protein powders. Right, I'll tell you that now. They're not bad as a shake sometimes, but they don't mix very well in yogurt because I always think it's quite a mild flavor anyway. So then when you mix it with yogurt, it's still a mild flavor. But I do love chocolate orange. So I bought the chocolate orange ones to try. So anyway, those are my holiday proteins samples to go with me so I can keep up with my yogurt bowls. I think I see a sticky toffee tub order in my... It is really, really good. The only thing I'd say about the sticky toffee is it's a very strong flavor. It's quite, so... You've got what I call neutral flavors. So I think that'll be quite a neutral flavor. You can mix it up. That won't be a neutral flavor. That's quite a neutral. Like what I mean is you can have all different types of fruit with that. The sticky toffee pudding is very much bang. It's sticky. You'd have it with so like what I'm trying to say there is this cereal milk, I would do a yogurt bowl with mango and pineapple, but I'd also do a yogurt bowl with blueberries and strawberries, right? I'd do a yogurt bowl with cherries, right? Whereas the sticky toffee pudding, I don't know what fruits. Well, fruits I'd want is like dates because that's what sticky toffee pudding is. It's a date cake, but dates are dried, so they're quite calorific. So I've actually only had this as what I call my protein whey whip. Did I call it that? Yeah, something like that. And I just had some strawberries with it, which worked quite nice. Yeah. So I think some flavors are very versatile. Is what I'm trying to say. Some flavors are very the sticky toffee pudding one, not in flavor, but it's very similar to like the carrot cake one. The carrot cake one is carrot cake, and there's not a lot you can do with it other than have it as a carrot cake type prep type bowl. Does that make sense? But it's very, very good. Where you get these from? I'll be honest with you. I've got because I do the Bossy protein boxes, and I'm a business. I have a wholesale account with a company, so I order them direct. There are companies that do the sachets, but I'm not sure. Some people on here might be able to tell you what company they use. Is outrageous us? Yeah. So with your sticky toffee pudding, like the mix that you use to make like Christmas pudding, right? Something like that. That'd go great with it. Sultanas, bit of dried orange peel, stuff like that. That would go fantastic with it. But you've got to remember, dried fruit's very, very calorie dense because you're getting a lot of fruit in a very sweet. Do you know what I mean? Like if you were to eat 20 grapes one after another, like a handful of raisins is 20 grapes. So you can eat, you can eat 3 punnets worth of grapes with raisins very, very quickly. But yeah, it would go, sultanas now would go great with the sticky toffee, and very, very wintry. I think the sticky toffee pudding, protein porridge. I am going to make I'm racking my brains there. I'm thinking protein porridge, sticky toffee pudding, protein porridge. A little bit of maybe, I normally use honey in my protein porridge. Drizzle a toffee sauce in there. Some fruits. Maybe, I don't know what fruits, I'd go with it. Probably blueberries would go quite well in it, to be honest with you. It's a fresh fruit. But yeah, maybe blueberries and raisins or something like it. Blueberries, few raisins. Yeah, blueberries, a few raisins, little drizzle of toffee sauce, make a sticky toffee pudding porridge. Oh, that's going to be a belter. I might have that tomorrow, to be fair. that might be tomorrow's food. Anyway, there we go. What have I done today? So I've been to the gym today. I did a live this morning, done some errands, been to the gym, been to Burger King, had the new Wagyu burger endorsed. Has nothing to do with Gordon Ramsay, other than he's a very good chef that's been paid a lot of money to go, it's all right, let's give it a go. Anyway, I'm not a massive Burger King fan. It's not my go-to be honest with you. I don't mind the odd Whopper every now and then. Right? I don't mind the odd Whopper every now and then. The only time I ever really eat a Burger King is when I'm in a Spanish airport. And as I tend to go to Spain 3 or 4 times a year, I probably have a Burger King 3, maybe 4 times a year. That's kind of it. Anyway, so I've got to try this. Wagyu seems to be all the rage at the moment. I've got to go and try it. So, worth of calories. Might get worth of calories out tomorrow. Been a bit slack on the YouTube content this week. I got my weekly weight loss vlog out. I've not done a recipe. I've just been playing a bit of catch up. I think we're doing the challenge. The challenge last week, getting it all set up for people, wiped me out a little bit. I've still got a little bit more to do on the challenge, to be honest with you, for a couple of people starting on Monday. But last week I did about 60, 70 hours of work. I was absolutely right. So I've had a bit of a more chill week this week. So I'll be back into it next week. So next week I'm going to try and get fat. So this week I think it's just going to be that and worth of calories. Next week I'm going to try and do shopping vlog, weight loss vlog, shopping vlog, recipe, podcast. Worth of calories. And then the week after is probably going to be a chilled week again, because that's the week I go away. But I'm going to record quite a few bits that week and try and get those scheduled to go out when I am away. So the week I'm away. So there won't be a weight loss vlog unless I decide to record one in Mexico, which I probably won't. But the following week, I'm going to try and get a podcast out. I'm going to try and get a recipe out. I'm going to try and get a worth of calories out. So 3 bits on YouTube out while I'm away. Yeah, that's the mission anyway. We'll see where we get to. I'm on holiday now. I need to get back on track. You will do it. So you need to do is when you get home, get on it. As soon as you get home, get back at it. Afternoon. Jem said, definitely nuts in it would be nice. Dates or figs? Yeah, something like that. Now, I don't know if I've ever had a fresh fig. What's a fresh fig or a fresh date like? Do you need to roast them or something? I don't know. I don't know if I've ever had a fresh fig. I love a fig roll. Yeah, let's make sticky toffee pudding. Sticky toffee pudding, protein porridge with fig rolls and toffee sauce. Said, say, I don't know about you, but I'm like, that sounds good to me. Anyway, Rednick, hey. Hello, Rednick. Right, let me scan down and see if I've missed anything. I don't think I have. Rachel's just messaged me. She's on her way home. So we're having smash burgers for tea on the barbecue. What? It's not barbecue weather, Neil. It is barbecue weather. I'll tell you why it's barbecue weather. I came out this morning and it was absolutely lashing it down. Right? Absolutely lashing it down. The weather was horrible. I went behind my garage and I've got a cover over my barbecue and it's blown off at some point. And my barbecue's absolutely soaked. I'm like, argh! It's one of my pet hates. Barbecue's going rusty. I look after my barbecue. My barbecue's well looked after. But I must have fastened the thing tight enough, the cover. So anyway, I was like, that is doing my head in. It must be an act of God also. I have no idea. But the weather has come out amazing this afternoon. It's warm, it's windy, but it's warm, it's sunny. Got the washing out. Great drying weather for the washing. And yeah, anyway, so I've dried off the barbecue and then I've turned it on for 20 minutes to heat it up, which has dried it out. And I thought, you know what? We're having burgers for tea. Di's coming round. My mum, David Di's coming round. I'm doing smash burgers. And I was like, let's have the last barbecue of the year. I'm going to cook the smash burgers on the barbie. Why the hell not? So, and that'll be it then. And then I'm going to put the cover on and make sure it's properly secured. And that's it. I think that's it. I think that's the end of the barbecue. Unless the weather comes back really, really nice for a week or so. I think that's going to be the end of the barbecue season. Friday I'm back. Had a lovely walk. Managed to do my 10 steps. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And then we need to get you back into it. You need to get you back into it. If anyone needs help getting back into it, you're struggling a little bit at the moment, come get on plan with me. TikTok profile, Facebook page, YouTube page. Just find my link tree, click on that, click on my one-to-one plan, click on the monthly plan. It's $29.99 sign up, $29.99 a month. You get a tailored plan, you get regular check-ins with me, you get access to me 24/7 through WhatsApp, and then you also get access to the community. There's between Facebook group and WhatsApp community, we've got around 400 people in there. Really good group of people, very positive environment. Lots of help in there. We've got a chit chat WhatsApp group, so you'll make lots of friends. We've got a recipes and food group. We've got a weight loss Q&A group. We've got a Facebook page. I do specific Zooms just for the community as well, so you can come and interact with me and get help on your weight loss journey. It really is a good place to come and get involved. TikTok profile, Facebook page, YouTube page, Instagram, anywhere. Click on my name. Well, click on my link tree is what you want, and then come and get signed up to plan. We have got 14 weeks, I think 13, 14 weeks till Christmas. You can make a really good, honestly, you can get your head down and you can make a really good headway into your weight loss journey by Christmas. And it will really set you up for January, February, March. I think that's what's really important about this time of year. Yes, you can make good progress on the scales, have a really good weight loss, make a good start to your weight loss journey. But I think, especially if you've never worked with me before, you can kind of really get your head into it. And then 2026, bang, we hit it like a ton of bricks. Boom. New potato, veg, and fish steaks and butter sauces tonight. Love that. Absolutely love that. What a tea that is. Absolutely love it. Yeah, so we're on. So I've had burger for me dinner, burger for me tea. I've had 2, what do I call them? Protein whey whip bowls. Why am I having these whey whip bowls? So basically, I don't know what. So if you take, maybe it's because I had a bit of water to it. I don't know. If you put 150 grams of Greek yogurt into a bowl, stick that in and mix it in, it goes a bit like wallpaper paste, which I don't mind. Right? I absolutely love it. Right. And even if you put a splash of water in there, it still stays quite firm. If you take one of these and add about 50 mils of water, 30 grams of protein powder, 50 mils of water, it might vary with different protein powders, but I always use Perform. Right? Mix it up, right? So it's all combined, right? So it's just like a bit of a paste, right? And then add your Greek yogurt and mix that in. It goes like the texture of Angel Delight. It's ace. Now, I'm trying to bank quite a few calories for the weekend. We're going out with some friends at the weekend. It's going to be a little bit calorific. And just because I've got 2 eyes on going on holiday 2 weeks tomorrow, I'm not going to do this week within my ideal deficit, but I'm trying to do this week I don't want to blow my ideal deficit. So my mission, I'm trying to bank 3,000 calories going into the week. Now, I went through my diary. I've only ever banked through over 3,000 calories once this year going into a weekend. So, and eating 766 calories worth of Wagyu burger for my dinner that has not much protein in it really, or much volume. It doesn't help the cause, but I've counterbalanced it with these like whey whip bowls. It's something a little bit different. 30 grams of protein, 30 grams of whey, 150 grams of Greek yogurt, and I put a bit of fruit in there. And they're like 250 calories each. Now, my yogurt bowls I make are 450 to 500 each. So it's basically saving me 200 calories. So I've had one of those for me breakfast. And then I've had one for a mid-afternoon snack. I need to actually copy my strawberries in. Choose another meal occasion, afternoon snack, and actually add 150 grams of strawberries, not 50. I didn't have many strawberries this morning. Do you know what I actually do? Which I did it yesterday. I did it by accident yesterday, but it was so good. Cold yogurt, warm frozen strawberries. They're not frozen, obviously, when they're warm, but basically, cold yogurt. So yogurt straight out the fridge. So you've got a cold whey whip bowl, as it were, and then a nuke of frozen strawberries, 150 grams for 3 minutes. So they're like hot, like warm, and then just pour that in on top. I love hot and cold. I'll eat cold custard. Interesting fact or uninteresting fact. So basically, what I mean by that is, yeah, I only. So if I'm having hot apple crumble, I want cold custard with it. Cold custard is just elite. Hot and cold desserts are just warm chocolate brownie, vanilla ice cream, sticky toffee pudding, vanilla ice cream. Like, yeah, so I love hot and cold. So cold yogurt. I'm actually going to make a whey whip bowl tomorrow. I'm going to make it tonight and leave it in the fridge overnight so it's ice cold, right? And then straight in with some what I love it, absolutely elite. Anyway, so I have had one of my bowls this morning, 256 calories. I've had that burger for my lunch. Oh, my bowl this morning was 226 calories for 38 grams of protein. My lunch was 766 for 38 grams of protein. My afternoon snack was 256 for 39 grams of protein. I'm having a smash burger tonight, brioche bun, cheese slice, bit of salad on there, 400 grams of air fried chips, 638 calories. And that's it. And I'm at 1886. So I've literally got just over 100 calories left after my tea. It's not going to be easy. Not going to be easy at all. But I am a little bit ahead. I've banked so far this week that by today, I should have been at, if I'm trying to bank 600 a day, 1,800. And if I don't have anything else today, I'm at 2,014. So I could have 200 calories today if I wanted. I could have 200 calories today. But we're having a KFC tomorrow night for tea because I'm picking Rachel up from work. She wants to go to Next, New Look, and M&S, I think. So I said, let's get a KFC for tea. But I want a box meal. It's that I'm probably not going to have it. I don't know if you remember a few weeks ago, I just got 5 tenders and a tub of gravy. That might be my tea tomorrow. That might be my tea tomorrow at KFC, which is about 700 calories. So that'd be all right. That'd be all right. But even though I'm going to go to KFC, I'm going to try and have a low calorie day. This 3,000 banking 3,000 calorie malarkeys. Anyway, any tips for how to approach eating for an on the road 2-night business trip? Yeah, Gavin, I think we just have this association that if we're away from home, we have to eat more calories. You really don't. You just need to make more informed choices when you're out there. Now, obviously, it's a bit harder for me to guide you because you're not in this country. But yeah, if you're on the road it's no different to being at home. Stick to your calories. Now, yes, if you're in a hotel or if you are, grabbing your lunch on the go, is it a little bit harder to make a more informed choice? Yeah, not because there aren't options there. It's because you get too distracted by other things, right? I can guarantee now any hotel in this country, in the UK, anyway, that's got a reasonable restaurant in the hotel, I can go and pick you a 600-700 calorie tea. But we get that mentality. It's a business trip. Company's paying for it. I'm going to have a mixed grill, or I'm going to have this, or I'm going to have that. Well, that's the change you need to make. Now, it is slightly different if it's a business trip where you're going to get wined and dined. So you go in, you're on a 2-day business trip. You go to another office. One of the managers of that office will take you out for tea and they pay for it. It is a bit trickier. And the only other thing we can do with that is say, right, yeah, I'm away on a business trip. They're going to be my higher calorie days instead of, I normally have Saturday, Sundays, my higher calorie days. I'm going to have Wednesday, Thursday. I'm going to have Tuesday, Wednesday. And you just do it that way, right? Or, there's nothing wrong with every now and then having a week where your calorie deficit isn't as big as you want it to be. You know, I put most of my clients in a 3,500 calorie deficit. Well, if one week you end up in a 1,750 calorie deficit, you still lost half a stone. You still lost half a pound, right? And you've made your calories work for you. But really, if we're being honest about ourselves in 2025, can we make more informed choices, whether we're on the road or not? So, like, let's say I was going on a 2-night business trip in the UK, and I'm staying at a Premier Inn that's got a Beefeater pub next to it, right? You know, and I'm leaving the house at whatever. So I would probably pack my meal prep. I'd probably take a protein bowl. I'd probably take, a protein yogurt bowl with me. I'd probably take something like a pasta salad with me. I'd pre-track it. It'd already be in my app. I'd look the day before. You know, I know I'm going to be eating at a Beefeater pub for 2 nights. I'd look at their menu and say, right, you know, I only have 700 to 800 calories for my tea. What can I have from Beefeater that's 700 to 800 calories? Right, that's what I'm going to eat tonight. I'm not going to drink alcohol. I'm going to have Diet Cokes. It's a business trip, not a piss up. Right. And that's kind of the way you've got to go. I'm not saying it's easy to have the determination to do that. And again, it might be where people are like, well, work's paying for it. I don't want to have the $9.99 chicken Caesar salad bowl. You know, if work's paying for it, I want to have the $29.99 fillet steak. You can do. You've just got to make it fit in with your calories. I think the biggest thing about going away with work is it's that change in routine. And when, you know, it's like a domino effect, or I always say it's like a house of cards. We're very much a routine people, right? We just are. That's what we're like. And it's kind of like when one little element of our normal routine is taken away, it's like pulling out a card from the bottom of a house of cards. Everything else collapses. And we've just got to work through that. We've just got to be now, you know, I could eat out for 2 days in a row and stick to my calories, and that's all we're asking you to do. You know, what would I do if I didn't have a kitchen, I didn't meal prep, I've got to eat out. I've got to eat for 2 days, 2 full days, breakfast, lunch, and tea. I've got to eat out. Well, first of all, I'm like, right, you know, what are my calories going to? Let's have a look at my calorie structure. 2,200 Monday, 2,200 Tuesday. Right, so what am I going to do for breakfast? Well, I'll probably nip into something like Aldi, right? And Aldi opens at 8 o'clock, nip in there, get a yogurt thing with the crunchy stuff on top, right? Or I go and get a Greggs, go and get a bacon bar from Greggs, 330 calories. Not the healthiest thing in the world. Or one day, bacon bar. Day 2, go and get myself a yogurt bowl with granola on top of it from Aldi. There's your breakfast. So a couple hundred, 300 calories one day, 200 calories the next day. Lunch, I'm going to go to Greggs, right? And I'm going to go to Greggs and I'm going to get tuna crunch sandwich and a sausage roll. Right? I'm not saying it's the healthiest thing in the world, but it's, you know, it's pretty tasty. It's about 600-700 calories. Get a drink with it, sorted, you know. Mid-afternoon, I might have a protein yogurt, protein pouch, little protein shake that I grabbed from a garage somewhere. And then for my tea, like I say, I just go to a chain pub that's easy to track. And I just say, right, I've got 800 calories. What's on this menu that I like to eat that's 800 calories? Something like that. It can be done. It's just trickier. I always feel overwhelmed when I walk into a cafe and end up having jacket potato and beans. I understand the big chains put calories on, but the corner, yeah, it doesn't. And it is. When you're eating at independent places, it is a little bit trickier. But Trevor, all you need to do is, if you fancy, you know, you might see something at a cafe and it might be, you know, just try and find them. If you're using NutriCheck and you go to a cafe and it's something like a BLT, right? Just put it in as a put BLT in and have a look and just be a little bit honest with yourself, right? When we're tracking independent food places, you're never going to be bang accurate, but you should never be a million miles away. Trevor, I need to message you. I've not done your challenge yet. I'm going to message you later on, only because I'm unsure about what to do with the movement side of things. So the movement element of the challenge. So I'm going to message you and just need you to give me a little bit of a heads up, really, on where you're going to be over the next 3 months in terms of getting your steps in. That's all I need, really, from you. But yeah, look, you know, and again, what we have to accept is if we're going away on a 2-day business trip, if it isn't week in, week out, and that week we just go over our calories a little bit, it is what it is. It's not a big issue. It really isn't. You know. Right, guys, I'm going. I need to go and start tea. I've been listening to your podcast. I love it. Any plans to record any more episodes? Lauren, yes, there are. I'm going to try and get a couple of. I might try and record one tomorrow, but it won't be out till next week. And I'm going to try and record one next week, but that won't be out until the week I'm away, which will be the first week of October. I don't know how you're listening to my podcast, Lauren. I have got one that I need to upload. It's been on YouTube for about 2 or 3 weeks. So you might have already listened to it, but it isn't on Spotify, Amazon Music yet. Because it wouldn't let me log in. Let's see if it lets me log in now. It won't let me log in on my computer. I don't know. Please enter your Spotify username or email address. Right. My laptop, it's letting me log in. My computer, it's done it. It's flipping done it. Right, hang on. Let me see if I get my code. I don't even know what number it is, to be honest with you. Let me have a look at my podcast. What number are we up to on the podcast on YouTube? Not that one. Let's have a look. 50. We've definitely done more than 50 episodes. 50. Let me go this way. We are up to 59. Right? So there's 59 on YouTube. So there'll be 58 on Spotify. I will get tomorrow number 59 uploaded. Right? 58 I've listened to. Right. I've got 59. I have got 59. I need to find it in my computer. It's knocking about somewhere. And I will I'll get it uploaded tomorrow, right? And then I'll have episode 60 out next week, and I'll try and get it on all platforms at once, and then I'll have episode 61 out the first week of October. So bear with me. I'm on it. Would you expect to see weight gain, not fat, after a maintenance week? Yes, 100%. So a maintenance week, you'll see weight gain. You won't see fat gain. The scales will go up after a maintenance week. Why? Because you took on more food, more fluids, right? Probably more salt. But basically, a maintenance week will increase your food weight and your water weight, right? Weight gain. Weight gain doesn't always mean fat gain. So yeah, you will do, Callum, absolutely. Right, I've got to go. I need to go and start tea. It has been a pleasure as always. I'll be back tomorrow morning, but I will only be back tomorrow morning on TikTok. And I'll be back tomorrow evening around this time, TikTok, because I'm going to be sat in the car. I can't do the triple stream. I can't do the Facebook, YouTube on my phone. So tomorrow off. I should be on about 9ish in the morning, I think. Right, I'll broadcast out to you guys that are on Planning in the Community, but look out for me around 9, and I should be on TikTok, sat in the car, 9 till 10, and then I'm going to go into the gym and train. And then tomorrow evening, 4:15. I'm going to aim for 4:15. All right, on TikTok. Again, if you're on Planning in the Community, I'll broadcast out. Have a great Wednesday evening, whatever you are doing. And if you're free and you've got me on TikTok, I will hopefully see you in the morning. Oh, Facebook, YouTube. I always forget that I need to sign off separately to you guys. I'll see you in the morning.